Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna be doing this scratch on the face using silicone compound. This compound comes normally in two parts, A and B. While they are fresh when they are separate, when they mix together, they cooked and they get dry. So I'm gonna be adding a flat layer of this silicone on my face and then start opening on the central and creating the scratch, rather than just apply the borders of both of the sides and trying to match it. I think this way is a little bit better and it looks better, it's easier, and also you control the size, because sometimes when you do both of the sides separately, it can tend to create a larger scratch that you actually wanted. So it's better to add just a flat layer of this silicone and start opening it up and creating the scratch in the central. Also, I'm going to be adding some amount of silicone on the bottom because it's going to be the base of the nails that I'm going to be applying there. This silicone has a little bit of time of work, so you can just use different type of spatulas to create different shapes. I like to use a pointed one to create a little more rough edge, and a round tip one to create more smooth finish. So now it's time to apply the false nails. I just ripped up some of the nails and make it a little more rough and stick it into the silicone while they're still halfway through cook, or halfway through cure, so I can still put it on the nails but they are not completely too kind of wet. And because sometimes it tend to move, I'll keep adjusting the shapes and adjusting lines. And also I want to create kind of a no close-up type of finish of the wound. I want to create kind of ending into my skin type of wound. So for that I'm going to just use my spatula and run it the tip of the wound all the way until I end in or leave in the area. This will create a little more kind of blending type of a scratch. And because silicone has a little more shine of the product while it's dry, you need to set it with the loose translucent powder just to make sure it's completely matte, and then it will adjust better into my skin. Once you apply this, sometimes it tends to get a little bit softer edges, and I want something rough, so I'm gonna go back once again with the spatula and get off a little bit of product on the central and make sure I have a very, very rough edge. Time to add some colors. I'm going to be using a dual fiber brush which has very, very open bristles and also is synthetic, and I'm going to be using the activate alcohol colors. I'm going to be adding a darker kind of red and just a tiny bit of color and more alcohol, so I get a little more blend out type of a color, and apply all over the wound and also on the sides just to make sure I have like a rotation around it. Now I'm going to be taking a vivid red and more level up type of alcohol and product, so I have a little deeper and more pink shade. I'm going to be applying on the central of each of the scratches and also on the base of the nails up and down. Also I'm going to be adding another extra color to give a little more depth. This one, it will give you a little more vivid effect, and if you apply a dark burgundy or dark red in the central, will give you a little bit more depth. The last touch is adding blood. I'm gonna be using a thick kind of dry out type of blood, so I have more control on when I wanted to apply it and it doesn't dry out too much. I'm gonna apply it in some of the areas of the wound, not that many because I wanted to show off the work that I've done. Also going to be applying on the nails, tip of the nails, and also up and down of the nails. That's it. This is our effect of a scratch and with the nails encrusted on it, done with silicone. You can have use, of course, a cotton and liquid latex and something like that. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. You will find below the listed products and also the link to subscribe to my channel. Hope you liked it. If you do, please give thumbs up and see you next one. Have a nice one. Bye.